Well, good morning, friends. Welcome to another day of Almost Daily Meditations. Hope your week is well. Sorry we missed a few days. It was spring break and we took Asher out of town for a couple days, but we're back and glad to be with you. We went down to New Orleans to listen to some jazz and we're able to see some friends and family while we were down there and always have a great time. And one of the things that used to be a fun conversation starter was what soundtrack would be in your life. I don't know if you ever thought about that, but um, as a person who's grown up with lots of movies and media, whatever soundtrack is playing always seems to have some kind of importance, and it's just always kind of an interesting question, or even what music um, might be in your background or might be playing. Kind of interesting way to think about it, right? Music for me has always been a place of prayer and of where I find God. As a musician as a kid and sang a lot in college and still get to dabble with music because of the work that we do at the church. Um, but music is my go-to place. Like if I'm really needing to settle down, music is what I listen to. If I'm needing to pray, music is often the way that I'll use that to do that prayer, whether it's making music or whether it's listening. Um, but that's something that can certainly calm me. Martin Luther writes that beautiful music is the art of the prophet that can calm. It's music is the art of the prophets that can calm the agitations of the soul. It's one of the most magnificent and delightful presents God has given us. Um, that certainly has rung true for me in terms of what music can often mean. And sometimes there's been, significant moments in my life when I can sort of point to times when I really was what I would consider at church with music. And there's been a couple of concerts that I've gone to. There's music that I've actually participated in. Um, and we had another one of those experiences this week. We got to go to Preservation Hall and to sit in this place where American jazz was having part of its birth, and that it was a place that people would gather and play music together. And so much of the roots of so many different genres of music were probably born in that very space. And it was just sort of one of those moments where you're really sitting in a cathedral of types of this sort of holy place where uh, something magical, something wonderful, something, truly a gift from God, like Martin Luther has said. Um, so just want you to think about, like, what's the soundtrack of your life? What music is playing? How does music inform you in your walk in life? What does that mean for you in your spiritual journey? And even how does that play into your Lenten tasks and Lenten ways that you're trying to go deeper into your spiritual walk with God? So what's your soundtrack? Hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
The body of our Savior Jesus Christ, torn for you. Eat and remember the wounds that heal, the death that brings us life, paid the price to make us one. So we share in this bread of life, and we drink of his sacrifice as a sign of the bonds of love around the table of the King. The blood that cleanses every stain of sin shed for you. Remember, he drained death's cup that all may enter in to receive the life of God. So we share in this bread of life, and we drink of his sacrifice as a sign of our bonds of grace around the table of the King. to remember our call to